Welcome everybody to another video. My name is Nancy and today we're going to talk about job fairs and introducing yourself to a job fair and kind of what a job fair is like, especially during a pandemic. First of all, you want to make sure that you're dressing and acting professional the entire time you're at the job fair. Carry a folder with your resumes or a portfolio bag where you could store your folder and your resumes, something professional. You want to make sure you have some sort of pocket in there to collect flyers and business cards. No gum, but mints are okay. You'll be wearing a mask, so you're not too worried about your breath, but sometimes it's just nice for yourself to know that you have fresh breath inside your mask. Your clothes need to be neat, clean, and professional. Business casual is the best or better. Like you can dress nicer, but you don't want to dress down for a job fair. You want to look at least business casual. Most of the pieces that you wear should be business clothes. As far as your mask goes, it needs to be solid color, preferably clean, not all dirty because you've been wearing it so much. And professional looking, no sports or cartoon characters, no messages or logos. A little logo is okay, but no big messages. Something simple, solid color. There will probably be extra masks at the event in case your mask breaks or you don't have one, or you just feel like your mask is unprofessional. Then I would try to pick up a new mask while you're there. I'm sure people will have them. Maybe even from some of the companies at the job fair. Everyone will be wearing masks, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to see your smile. Make sure that your eyes are smiling. It will be noisy and crowded, and you're going to have to talk through your mask. And listen carefully because the employers are going to be wearing masks, so it might be difficult to hear them. It's okay to lean over a little bit and turn your ear towards them. It's okay to ask them to repeat, but for the most part, just do your best to focus on them, look them in the eye, smile, and do your best to hear them and to make yourself heard as well. Speak slowly and loudly enough to make sure you are heard. So I could say that again a little bit louder. Speak slowly and loudly enough to make sure that you are heard. So I speak a little bit louder through the mask because my voice needs to come out of the mask. Without the mask, I don't necessarily need to talk any louder. So it's not like shouting like, hey, but it is just an increase in the volume of your voice so that you make sure that your voice is coming through the mask, right? Handshakes are optional. We are so ingrained to shake hands automatically when we introduce ourselves, especially in a professional environment like a job fair, that it's very possible that the employers are going to put their hand out to you. And it's okay to shake hands if you want. It's also okay not to shake hands if you're uncomfortable with it. There's going to be sanitizer everywhere. Plus, you could always bring your own little sanitizer if you want in your pocket or something, but it's up to you. If you feel comfortable with it, it's still part of our society to shake hands when we're introduced to each other. So if it makes you uncomfortable, there are options. You can fist bump, you can offer, and when they put out their hand, put out a fist, and they will switch to a fist so that you can fist bump. If you're close enough to elbow, like if you're standing near each other, elbows are okay too. Everyone knows these options, but like I said, our automatic instinct is to put our hand out for a handshake when we introduce ourselves. So it's very difficult to overcome that. We've been doing it for years and years and years. I've been to a couple of job interviews lately where I shook the employer's hand. They put it out, I shook it. It was just automatic. And of course, so afterwards, I'm all, hand sanitizer, right? And you don't have to be embarrassed to want to use hand sanitizer afterwards. We're trying to prevent the spread of a disease. So it's important to keep our hands clean. Again, you don't have to if you're not comfortable. You can just simply wave. Nice to meet you. As long as you say nice to meet you or something, we're going to go over what to say. On the table, there will be pens and candy and other giveaways. Most employers have something to give away on the tables. If you see something you like, ask them first and only take one item per booth. And traditionally, you only want to take items from employers that you actually talk to. So sometimes I take stuff from other ones, but I always ask first, can I have one of these pens? Oh, these are cool pens. I love these. Can I have one of these? Stuff like that. So, it's almost like trick-or-treating, except you don't want to take one of everything at the table. Just take one item, and if it's something you really want. So, but ask first. Be nice. You do not have to speak to every employer in the room. There's going to be a lot of employers there, but a lot of them are not appropriate for you. They might be schools or military or other companies that are too far away. Like there's companies probably within an hour radius of your job fair. So if they're too far away for you, just tell them thank you and move on. And that's fine. They're cool with that. I mean, if you have more questions about the company, then for sure ask. They're going to answer your questions for you. And also those other employers where you're not necessarily interested in working can be great practice for you when you first get to the job fair and you're feeling nervous. Go up to some of these other companies and introduce yourself and ask them what they do, right? It will help you warm up to when you go to see the companies that you do want to talk to, you'll feel less nervous. Some of the more popular companies will have a line out in front of them, and it's worth it to wait in that line to speak to a representative from that company. It might be a long line. Be patient, keep a smile on your face, and do not complain. They will see you complaining if you have a bad attitude. So don't do that. Be happy and friendly the whole time. It's worth the wait, especially if you're interested in that company. When it's your turn to speak to the employer, what are you going to say? Just say hello. Just be yourself. Sometimes they'll ask you a question to start a conversation, or sometimes you can ask a question to start the conversation. Make sure you're standing up straight, smile, and making eye contact. Sometimes the employer will be sitting down, sometimes they'll be standing up. So either way, you want to keep good posture, keep a smile on your face, and speak loudly enough to where they can hear you. Here's some sample introductions. Hi, my name is Bob Smith, and I'm looking for part-time work. Do you have any positions open? Or, hi, my name is Lucy Jones, and I'm looking for entry-level administrative work, and I was wondering if you have any positions like that. Right? Now, sometimes they'll have a sign on the table that shows you what positions they're hiring for. So if it says it right there, you don't necessarily need to ask, but you can also tell them a little bit about yourself in this short, very short introduction. Hi, my name is Bill Parker, and I've always wanted to work for this company. Use the name of the company, obviously. But the more enthusiasm that you show about wanting to learn more about the company, they're going to be impressed by that. More samples. Hi, my name is Bob Smith, and I'm looking for full-time janitorial work because I've been doing janitorial work for several years. Right? Short and sweet. Hi, my name is Lucy Jones, and I'm looking for entry-level retail work. I love your store. I love the clothes there. I'm adding on to this just entry-level work because you want to make a connection with these people. If it's Target, you want to say how much you love Target, how much you've always wanted to work for Target. So you want to get that recruiter involved in the conversation and let them know that you are definitely interested in working for them. You're not just walking around introducing yourself to everybody, even if you are. It's also okay just to say nice to meet you. Let them ask the first question. But be prepared to talk a little bit about your skills, experience, or what kind of work you're looking for and why. You don't have to have a lot prepared, and it's going to be a little bit different at every booth depending on what question they ask you. But every single booth is a little mini interview, right? Just a little bit to get to know you. And then they're going to ask you to put in an online application. Other questions you can ask them what kind of positions they have open. If it's not already printed in the area, you can ask them if they have a list, if they have a job description. You could take flyers off the table for more information about the different jobs. You can ask them about entry-level positions. Do all their jobs require schooling? What kind of schooling is required? What kind of classes can I take to prepare myself to work here someday? I would love to work here. What kind of classes do I need to take out of college or adult school or wherever to prepare myself to work here? That's a great place to find out. Job fairs can be fun and exciting because there is no place else where you get to meet a bunch of employers all on the same day. If there's 100 employers there, maybe there's only 10 that you want to talk to. And that's fine. You don't have to talk to 100 employers, but where else are you going to get an opportunity to get dressed up one time and speak to 10 employers all in the same hour, right? This is the only place. So it's very educational. You'll learn about a lot of different companies and what kind of jobs they have, jobs that are new to you that maybe you've never even heard of. Relax and enjoy the experience. Even if you only talk to 1 or 2 companies, it was worth it for the practice of talking to employers, for the practice of getting up, dressed up in your business casual clothes and going to a professional work environment. Job fairs are perfect for that, as I stumbled. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you at the job fair.